What's up, guys? Thanks for tuning into my video today. I'm out for the 2023 Utah shed opener, and I've been getting my butt kicked all day. I've been hiking like crazy, like all day long, and I thought I'd have a nice pop by now, but not the case. I ran into a lot of horse tracks. It looks like people have still been hitting it all year, but I finally just looked into one. Nothing great, but let's go grab it. Well, there it is. Put in a ton of miles today, and that's all I have to show for it so far. But it's a nice chalker, super chalky. But hopefully we can go find some more on this sagebrush and the low stuff. Tomorrow I'm gonna cross over the highway and hit some higher elevation looking for elk sheds. So hopefully we can get into them. Well, lots of miles in this wind and heat finally paid off, which still struggling today, but we just got a brown 4-point deer shed. That's awesome. There it is. Thing's sweet. It's already fading out a ton by the bird. He's not a bad little 4-point though. I've been hoping to find a brown, because I think if I can find a brown, then I can find a pocket of where some deer were hanging out. So hopefully we can either match it or pick up one of his buddies. Let me get a picture of it. I was gonna set the camera up for a pickup, but there's nothing besides cow crap to hold it up. There it is. I knew there had to be one in here somewhere. I thought there would be a lot of them in here, to be honest. That's obviously why I'm in here. But sweet. Well, that's better than nothing. Hopefully we can keep stacking them on. What's going on, guys? Day number 2 out here. Hopefully it's a lot better than yesterday. Yesterday kind of sucked, but I found elk sheds in here before, so hopefully we can go make it happen again. Let's go see what we can do. Well, I'm still trying to make it back to that spot where I'm going to kick back in. I'm just honestly like 100 yards off the road, just kind of side hilling this tree line. But no one's been in here, and this road's washed out bad over here. I couldn't even get up this road because it's basically a solid river going down. But I figured like it doesn't look like anyone else has been up here, so maybe I could find a brown. But I just walked up on a chalky deer shed, so we'll add that one to the pack. I was just thinking not that long ago too, I'm surprised I haven't found a deer shed in here yet. I still probably have another mile before I get to where I need to be, to where I think I'm gonna be in the zone. But that'll do for now. If anyone has these Badlands packs, this is what I always do with them. Stick the 2-point right there. That's where all the 2-points ride. Well, that's kind of the day I'm having so far. Lots of chalk. Lots and lots of chalk. But I think I'm in the zone. I think I just barely got into the zone for elk sheds, so fingers crossed. I don't know what it is, but I'm just a big go to limited entry elk units and pick up deer sheds kind of guy, I guess. Looks like it's probably a year or 2 old. Another 2-point to the pile. Thought I was getting in the elk zone, but I think I'm honestly too high for this year. I'm not seeing any sign. So I'm gonna go drop back down lower. Go ahead and grab that sucker and go. Little deucer. That's what I found. Probably couldn't have guessed it, could you? I promise, if you're seeing this video, it's because I found an elk shed. Because I'm not going to post this video if this is all I find. It's just a ton of chalk deer sheds. So, if you're watching this, keep watching, because there will be an elk shed. You guys, I cannot believe what I just walked on. I'm trying to be quiet because there's people around me. I just found the biggest elk shed of my life. And I'm like 120 yards from the road, and it's chalking out too. Holy crap. Look what I just walked on. Are you kidding me? This thing is huge. I wonder what the odds are the other side is here with how close it is to the road. Oh my gosh. This thing is so big. Look at that. That's next level. I knew I was gonna find a next level bull in here. Holy crap. I cannot believe what I'm looking at right now. This is insane. I need to grab some pictures. I hope this works because it's just kind of propped up on a stick, but holy crap. I cannot believe it. I could literally hear someone talking above me when I found this. Holy crap. Look at that thing. That thing is a monster. Holy crap. is ridiculous. I feel like that other side's gone, but I'm gonna go give it hell. Yes, baby. That is what we do it for. Look at how ridiculous that looks on my pack. I can't even get it in frame. I don't even want to guess the score on that thing. It's huge. Huge. As you can imagine, I'm zigzagging this super tight. I have my tracker on an Onyx, and I am making sure I'm not putting this anywhere. I feel like how close it is to the road, like how well it is, the other side's probably gone. But if that one's out here, the other side could easily be out here too. But I just walked up on that little guy in here too, doing tight zigzags. I had to zigzag pretty tight to hit that one, so it's another one. What's up, everyone? Rocking the bucket hat with the hood on today. It's cold, but I'm getting ready for that sun to come out because my neck got cooked yesterday. It's so burnt. But I had to leave where I was yesterday. It got flooded out bad. My trailer and truck were like about to be flooded out. The whole highway was getting all flooded, so I bailed out of there, went back to a different spot, and found a sagebrush opening, and there's a tree line up over here I'm gonna hit on the way back. So seeing what we can find, and I just walked up on it's actually a nice deer shed. It's chalky, but it's a nice one. I don't know if I have to find them like this, but it's like literally right on my path. He's a good one. Not too bad at all. I was hoping to find a nice deer shed, honestly, even though yesterday I was complaining about deer sheds, but it's always nice to pick up a good one. I brought a tripod, but go figure I left it at the truck, so it's just propped up on some rocks. It's actually a really big deer shed. Look at that thing. That thing's sweet. That's worth, even though it's chalky, that's worth trying to match up. I'll go ahead and start zigzagging this stuff. That's a good one. Well, I'm making my way back down to the side-by-side. It just kind of got rimmed out over there, so I was just gonna do a little high cruise somewhere else. I think the elk are higher, so I'm gonna go get a little higher, but on my way back down, I'm just hitting boot tracks like crazy. Like someone already hit all this. And I still have this chalk deer shed, which is big. And I'm just like, it's been here so long, and these guys gridded out to where this other side's probably not here. I'm kind of getting close to the side-by-side, and I think I have the other side to this chalk deer shed right now. Check this out. Just cruising down like this, and I looked over and boom. Right off these boot tracks. The other side is not too far. Looks a little bit more weathered, but I believe that's set. I'll pull it out and get a better look. It looks a little bit more chalky, but we'll see. All right, got a piece of sagebrush doing the work for me. I don't know, let's see. Yeah, that's definitely the other side. Look at that stud set. Not bad, huh? That's a sweet buck. I honestly thought there was no way I could match him up, because gosh, they're so chalky. Like, look at that. They're chalked out. Boot tracks all around. Heck yeah, I'll take that any day. That's an awesome set. I honestly wanted this other side bad, and I started gridding a little bit when I picked up the first side, but I was like, it's so chalky that I'm like, I doubt that other side's in here. We matched it up. I especially didn't think I was gonna find it after seeing all those boot tracks just barely above me. I just cut down in between those boot tracks up there, and then my other line down below, like right in the middle, and boom, got her done. I just got on Onyx because I drop a pin whenever I find an antler, and these were 178 yards apart. Honestly, typically with deer, I'll grid it hard if I'm really looking for like 100 yards. And if it's outside of that circle, then I kind of just give up, because then it could be anywhere at that point. So that's pretty cool that I was able to match that sucker up. All right, you guys, if I have one tip, it's always look back behind you. I always do that, and I don't think I tell people that a lot. I do it like not even just like every 100 yards, like I'm constantly looking back behind me, left to right. And I was just thinking in my head, I'm like, hey, I got 2 deer sheds. I at least need 2 elk sheds today, and 1 has to be brown. And I was just walking, and I literally walked right past the 6-point brownie. I turned back to my left to look behind me, and there's an elk shed sitting there this way, and I panned back behind me. Right there. That's what I'm talking about. Yes. Knew they had to be in here somewhere. Let's get it. That's what I'm talking about. My goal today was one brownie. There's a truck. I can see a truck driving by right now. I keep talking about how I'm by the roads and there's people by me, and it's because honestly all the sign is by the roads. All the sheds I'm picking up are by the roads. The further I get away from the roads, the worse it is for sign. Heck yes. That's what's up. Brownie on the pack. Yes. Pick this bad boy up. You guys should be impressed by what I'm using to set my phone up every single time I video like this. Yeah, brownie. First brownie of the year. Brown elk shed at least. Young 6 point. I literally walked past it. Goes to show I'm not picking up a bunch of them. It's not bad though. Yes. This is what I was using for my tripod. Not too bad. It worked. I've been seeing these little guys everywhere. And they've honestly been super fast, but this one didn't really care. Let me come up and pick them right up. These are cool little things. They're always out in this area. Man, some of these things are fast. This is the first slow one that's let me come up and check them out. Time to keep on going. All right, arrowhead experts. What do you think about that? Arrowhead? Kind of looks like one. I'm honestly no expert. I think it's one that looks like it was worked. Well, sweet. Been on a dry spell for a while. Found that arrowhead not too far back though, which is pretty cool. Looked like, I don't know, it's kind of big for an arrowhead. I'll have to look into that. It was a little too small for a spearhead too. Giants. Giants. This right here is what we really do it for. Yeah, boy. Count it. I guess. Oh man. Chalky spikes. Don't get much better than that. But no time left behind. You're coming home with me, bud. You're coming home with me. Let's park the machine barely off the road. Took like 6 steps. And I'm like, how is that being missed? The thing's going chalky. Looks like it's like 2 years old. That's nuts. It's literally right on the side of the road. That's just like, no, that's it. Like everything I'm finding is just on the side of the road. Anytime I go way deep in there, I don't find anything. And as soon as I get back by the roads, boom, antler. That's nuts. Look at that. I'm out here rocking the Hey Dudes, no socks. My boots had my feet all sweaty, so I took my socks off to let them breathe. I thought I'd just do a quick little drive by where I'm camped at, and well, that paid off. Sweet. He's kind of in there, just a little guy, but he's got a cool character to him. Got a sweet inline on him, plus that little cheater. Yeah, I think that's been here probably 2 years. That's nuts. Well, maybe I can find another one in here. I was beginning to think there's no deer sheds in this spot. Well, this is what's for dinner. It's what's been for dinner every night. I just bought a huge pack of these jalapeno cheddar brats and some mac and potato salad, and that's what I've been having every single night for dinner so far. Might as well make it simple and cheap. I'm not out here to eat, I'm out here to hike and pick up some antlers. Well, you guys, it's day, I don't even know, 3 or 4. And I'm out here, I decided I'd try to match up that big one I found again. Hike through all this stuff like this. And there's been people hammering this, like even where I just parked, like you can tell multiple people have parked there to hike in. When I was here, there's people hollering up above me. So I just got like, I don't even know, 200 yards higher than where I was. And I'm like, I'll just glass and see if maybe I could see something. This thing's in the wide open, right in the center of the screen right there. There's an elk shed. I do not know how that's missed because there's been a ton of people up on this hillside. But let's go grab that thing. I'm looking for a left side, and this is a left side, but it's definitely not as big as the one I'm after. But it's still a really nice shed. That looks like it's from last year. The other one I'm after is about 2 years old. That's still a really good shed. This thing was sticking out like crazy. Yeah, he's sweet. He's about a year old. This has been a good little pocket in here. It's really steep, but they're in here. Well, I brought my tripod today, so hopefully I can get some better video for you guys. Yeah, it looks like last year's shed. Not a bad one though. He's pretty good. Not the one we're after, but I'll take that. Not bad at all. Feels good to get one on the pack today. It's been a while. Well, let's get that sucker loaded and keep going. Well, you guys, I'm out here looking for some deer sheds, and it's a place I've seen some elk tracks here and there, but I've hiked it for years and I've never found an elk shed. I'm hiking all over and I'm like, gosh, there's a ton of elk sign in here. I just glanced over and I got a tiny little rag sitting here. That's sweet. Check that bad dude out. I think I got a deadhead spotted too. So go ahead and check that out. That's what I was heading over to. But sweet, yeah, I'll take a little rag any day. That's awesome. Cool. Oh my heck. I was beginning to think brownies didn't exist in here since the snow was so bad this year, but seeing a lot of dead deer and elk, so I know they have been in here, but I don't know how long or when those animals died or what the case is. But I was just over here on this other side of this drainage and looked over and I could see a nice 4-point. Let's go grab it. I was walking on that side right there and looked over and you can see that. That's sweet. Yeah, it's definitely a brownie. Those suckers get faded quick out here. But nice chunky one. I almost didn't even come in this little draw, so I'm glad I did. Hopefully these other sides just up this trail right here. I'll just walking through the sage and walked up on that goofy sucker. Another freshie. Look at that thing. He's weird. But I just looked over and saw that. I just barely went up and just took a look. I haven't touched it yet. But I went up and got a nice picture like that. And I go down here to get a different angle. Do you see what's down there? That's a big old cheater on that thing. Holy crap, that thing is sick. That is a really good shed. Look at that cheater. That thing is big.